think I went to bed around 5:30 last night. You want to know what time I woke up? Like 5:09 a.m. the previous day. So I did a 24-hour thing. And I'm still pissed off about this because I wanted to watch this. I was at work. Let's keep this in the video, baby. Don't cut any of this. Sod in half, I'm gonna unalive you. Sod in half, you're my friend. I love you to death. I'm gonna unalive you. He just randomly said in the Discord DMs, oh man, Omni-Man wins. And I was just like, what the fuck, Sod? I wanted to watch it. I wanted to react to it. The reaction will still be genuine. I haven't seen the fight. Now I'm watching to wonder how he wins. But you know, it would have been nice to get a surprise. So, you know, thank you, Sod in half. Are they skipping straight to the fight? Bruh. That wasn't even 5 seconds in, bro.
Omni-Man versus Bardock.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's whizzing out.
What, are they gonna let him go Super Saiyan in this fight?
Job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why Omni-Man? How Omni-Man? Who Omni-Man?
Because.
Indeed. Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons. Yet
J.K.
it was
Simmons.
all a charade. With his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or
With a K?
later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe. Even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species.
That man 250? He don't look 250. He look like a lean 210. Even though he's like ripped as hell, he looks like about 210.
Expected to prepare the planet for imperial assimilation.
Which should have been
That's a
easy
big
since he's
one.
got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take.
Okay.
So a minimum
How fast does that
of
make
2
him?
galaxies.
Gotcha.
Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so
He just holds his breath, yeah.
the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite,
What?
a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely.
I'm drinking coffee. It tastes terrible.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy.
My editor's gonna call me so old for this.
A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once.
He did do that. Oh my god.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe.
So it's kind of like built-in Zenkai boost rather than Bardock's like having to heal and shit. Okay.
Take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it.
Well, I mean, not on his own,
A
though.
whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates
They're gonna
the
give him
size
that?
a
That's
celestial body
bullshit.
must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers, Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers,
Okay.
or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before
It blew up. Yeah.
kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses.
Of course.
Monsters like
Can do
Bardock
Fortnite dances with the best
pierce
of them. It's
filter my
crazy.
flesh, and he's extremely sensitive
How-
to
when the f-
specific high-pitched frequency.
What do you mean he defeated the Speed Racer? What? Oh, Space Racer. I thought he was talking about the Speed Racer, the one that's like an anime and then a movie. You know what I'm talking about, the Speed Racer. He drives a white and red car.
Which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it,
Fatherhood. Look at me, I'm cold. Look, the next thing you'll say, I'm done.
He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug.
Oh, that was Smash, by the way. Did y'all see how thick that bug was in the show? Like, oh my god.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist punch.
My son, the planet's on me.
Bardock. He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed.
Did he just do the Raphael
And
thing?
guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Black.
Bardock was a cold-blooded
Bro-
killer, ruthlessly
Bardock had sex with a Black Saiyan. Black Saiyans exist. 5'10", 192. He doesn't like Kakarot. He doesn't give a fuck about Kakarot. What are you talking about? That's just wrong. Rocks a sick bandana. He does rock a sick bandana.
over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon.
The bad
Bardock's
one.
demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually
I
married
miss,
fellow warrior.
I miss when Bardock was a dickhead. I really miss when Bardock was a dickhead. You know, because current Bardock, they make him too good. Why are you making a good Saiyan? He was raised on planet Vegeta. He's supposed to be an ass. We like OG Bardock because he's an ass, but like, Frieza's a bigger ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, I don't like current Bardock, bruh.
And Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior.
Yeah, but I mean, he still tried to save like granola and shit. That's trash.
Fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his
I still
brutal
wonder.
nature.
I still wonder what a key blast tastes like.
Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a key-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over.
Oh my
break your
God.
Spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with
My friend, two of my friends, as soon as that was said, they probably screenshot a picture of me and put that voice over it. A big monkey. They're very racist. I love them.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kind of janky.
Power levels are
Nobody
bullshit.
can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids.
Oh, we're
and
using filler?
blast his
Okay, cool.
ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
What does that have to do with
would
it?
have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense, given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child.
Cause like, why
Some
did
may
it?
call it weakness?
No, cause like you slaughtered a majority of the race, but now you want to leave these 2 alive? What the fuck? That's stupid. That's stupid. I hate new Bardock.
A moment of clarity. But Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently
Fuck,
burned son.
he doesn't even
chose
like his
to spare
son!
The 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock.
He doesn't even like
More
his son. Like,
appreciative
what the
of his
hell? Like,
family
that's
and cautious
stupid.
of Frieza.
It's
When
very
all the
stupid. I
Saiyans
don't
were called
care.
back to
It's
Planet
stupid.
Vegeta for mysterious reasons. He had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant,
Ow.
he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
He even wished for his sons to thrive, bro. Like, what the hell, bro? I don't like new Bardock.
Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah, blah,
Is that how they did
blah,
it?
Canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
All right, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss.
And sometimes genetics.
Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him, right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of
Oh,
it.
can't do that. Can't do that.
No
I'd hurt
would
myself.
be
That would
proud.
burn. That would burn.
Time for a death battle!
He put the Fortnite dance. Oh my god. They took away Omni-Man's ass in Fortnite. He's flat as a. He's flat as a. As my desk. I don't know. Devil Artemis animated this, man. Shout out Devil Artemis. I love Devil Artemis.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
I wonder who's voicing. Wait. Oh, they're on the bug. Oh, he's on the bug planet. Yeah, he's on the bug planet. Okay, that makes sense.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me.
I do like that he's in his green armor, though.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
You know, he probably could have just peacefully told him to leave. My son could kick his ass. Is crazy. He threw his ship at him. That's tough. Damn. Ah, he blew it up. So even if he wanted to leave. You know what? So if Bardock like won, would he just go around plucking the bugs too?
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
He has a really big face. He has a really big, like, Omni-Man's face is huge. He got a big ass chin.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Oh, I love that roar. That was great. That was great.
Am I I supposed to be impressed?
Damn. Oh, that was gross.
Shit.
Bro got hit with his own. That's disrespectful.
No. My sons. Lead me. I won't let you take me from my war.
That is so forced, bro. I mean, I like the Super Saiyan transformation, obviously, but him doing it for his kids is just wrong. It's wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, this is where he wins, man. He has the momentum. Oh, never mind.
Your time is up!
How do you know he was a Saiyan?
You said Saiyan. Remember it. Fuck.
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Hitting
You know what? You know what, Boomstick? You know what, Boomstick? How about that? Why can't the characters that I like win?
Might is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1.
So what the fuck?
Given how big that one planet was,
No.
the numbers are actually
No,
pretty
but
similar.
tell me if I'm making this up, but on that planet though, like, that's 3 people. That's 3 people taking out that planet. If he did it on its own, that'd be different. So not only is he faster than him by a lot, he's probably relatively. I'm not a power scaler. This is just me talking. He's probably relative to him in strength too, right? So it's like, if you outspeed him and you're close enough in strength, why wouldn't he win?
Until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
And there's a 50 times boost.
A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself.
They're playing Bardock's theme. I just caught that. I like that.
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
I think
Even the great ape
that's
Super
bullshit.
Saiyan forms could make up that difference.
I think
So
it's bullshit.
strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility and combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When
I'm gonna
push
need to
came
talk to a
shove,
scaler because this sounds like
Omni-Man
bullshit. Not gonna lie.
raised the bar.
The winner is Omni-Man.
I'm gonna need to speak to a power scaler. I don't know any straight up power scalers, but I'm gonna find one.